Well. We are back again this morning. So many news to discuss. Football is so exciting and lots is happening. Welcome to the show. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from the Big R. Unfortunately, I don't have Shakes and Tsepang. Shakes had to take the young man, Sishe, to go and play his tournament this morning. So that is why he could not be with us, which is a very important assignment to do, especially when you're a father. And then, Tebang too, I think it's a little bit hectic somewhere. And then he thought he would join us, but let's hope he'll join us. Now, let's start the show. Very important today. You know, there was a press conference, Orlando Pirates press conference, and thanks to Orlando Pirates and the PSL for inviting us to participate in those conferences. It's very important to get the news firsthand. I asked a question in that conference, which was an innocent question from my point of view. I think the question got the coach of Orlando Pirates off guard, Mandla Ncikazi. And he said it, to be fair enough, to say the question is a little bit unfair to him. In fact, he was not referring to the question that I asked. I asked about two questions. He was referring to what the other question. Then he also included the one that I asked, the one pertaining to Mhango, Gabadino Mhango, to say the question were a bit unfair. Now, you may ask, why do I start there? The reason I wanted to give a little bit of background, because I want to understand from you what's your take. Do you really think Mandla Ncikazi deserves the criticism that is coming his way or not? So what's your take? Do you really think he deserves the criticism? Remember, I wanted to know because as I was watching the Afcon, you know, I would see that Mhango was on form, doing well. I think he scored one of the best goals, and then in the tournament, I just wonder whether that goal was voted as the goal of the tournament. For me, that was the goal of the tournament. So I would ask myself questions to say, now, if a player like Mhango do this, what do the Pirates coaches or technical staff think? Moreover, that they are not playing him. So it was a very innocent question. Unfortunately, I think it was a slip of a tongue. He said maybe the PSL is stronger than the Afcon. Now, I saw that the people in, especially one of the, deputy chairperson or chairperson of the coaches in Malawian football, was a little bit disappointed. Not only that, I saw a lot of publication in our country, hitting at that statement, to say, why do you say the PSL probably is bigger than the Afcon? And the coach was saying, if he says that, how can you say that when Bafana could not even qualify for the Afcon? All right. So I don't know what's your take. Do you really think the criticism that coming his way is fair enough? All right. So if you think so, please let me get your comment. All right. And hear what's your take. Now I'm gonna give you how I see it. Moreover, that I asked that question. I've already given a background why I asked that question. And get me clear, I may be wrong, but you may have a better view as far as this is concerned. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think the criticism is fair to Mandla Ncikazi, because I can tell you what happened there. That's my little understanding of psychology. What I think what really happened, that question was not expected. He never thought that such a question would come. It caught him off guard, one. Secondly, I believe that Mandla Ncikazi and his co-partner or co-coach partner at Orlando Pirates are under a tremendous pressure themselves. So because of that pressure, and then now get a question which probably from his perspective was bordering along the lines of criticism. So that is why he said he believes that the question is a bit unfair to him, all right? And then on the basis that he never expected it, and he thought it was unfair, that is why he had no readily available answer. All right, I know some people might say, you must be ready to give answers all the time. It's not easy to answer questions. Yeah, it may sound easy. It's not. As the judges, as the judges, they are judges, they always ask questions. But look, when they are also being asked questions, it becomes really uncomfortable to be asked questions, especially when you don't know the question will come from which perspective, from which angle. Now, especially when you have a coach of Mandla Ncikazi who did well at the Golden Arrows, now is at Pirates, a big team, where there's a whole lot of pressure, all right? And then unfortunately, when this question comes, the atmosphere was not so relaxing because they themselves, they are worried about the performance of the team and they want to do well. So, and when the question comes, it was a bit unexpected. I'm saying this, but I'm sure Mandla can answer it. But that's my analysis. And as I said, and I'm still saying, maybe I may be wrong. The other thing that I'm thinking, guys, we're not born from England. We are not English people. I'm not saying Mandla can't speak English, but I'm saying probably the words that were used were not appropriate words. So unfortunately, he had to use the words that, you know, are within or are closer, you know, because firstly, as I say, it was unexpected. I'm sure, I'm not saying he doesn't know English. That's not what I'm saying. But he grew up talking Zulu, probably, or any other African language. I grew up speaking Zulu or Sotho, those two languages. English is not my first language. I'm not good at it. So I may use some terminology that may not be appropriate when a person analyzes very closely, especially those people who are proficiency in English. So for me, that was a pressure that you know, forced him to answer that question in that way. I don't think that was his intention to say that. You know, it was one way or another of getting out of the corner as quick as I can so that no one follow up with the very same question. That's my view, and I may be wrong. I still want to repeat that. I may be wrong. For me, the criticism is unfair to Mandla. Mandla should be given an opportunity. And then if I were somebody's advising Mandla, I would say, Mandla, maybe you need to come out, issue a statement to say that was not the intention. If the message that you said or you took it out there was misconstrued, you apologize if it has had a lot of people. Because of course, I don't think it was the intention to say PSL is better than Afcon. I don't think that was the intention. That's my honest view. But Mandla can speak for himself. All right. And then so I'm a bit worried when I see left and right is being attacked by various publications, and then you know, and that's my view. I don't know what's your take, you out there. do you really think the criticism that is leveled at Mandla Ncikazi was fair enough? Or is it fair? Or maybe we're supposed to think differently and say, yeah, you know what? It was not his intention, all right? But I'm saying this, I hope Mandla will listen to this interview or will listen to this presentation. I would advise him and say, my brother, come out and clarify the position. I strongly believe that was not your intention. The position or the circumstances led to you end up in using the words probably that were not appropriate. That's my honest view. So let me hear your view. Do you really think that the criticism level at Mandla Ncikazi are fair enough or not? If you think that they are fair, please tell us. Give us a comment. If you think they're not, again, give us the reason why you say they're not. I've already given you my position. Guess what? I may be wrong. You may be right. Of course. Why not? And we'll agree to disagree at some point if we don't see, oh, maybe may convince my view. So that's it. That's my position. And then thank you very much. I see that our numbers are climbing a little bit. One day we'll get there. One day we'll get there. I really appreciate for all those people who take the time and subscribe, and for all of you guys to take time to listen to what we are giving. So give us your opinion, give us your suggestion so that we can improve our content. Thank you very much. Till I see you again on the next show, the part 2 of the show. Thank you.